Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for coming back and watching On the Town with Tanya again. I'm your host, Tanya Cooper. So this week, what if the most dangerous criminal is one who doesn't really exist? Tonight, we're stepping into the world of psychological thrillers, cinematic storytelling, and creative force who has spent over 8 years building a career that bridges independent film. I'm trying to think before we start, maybe I should just play it because then the question makes sense. But first, let me ask you this before we get into guilty conscience. Take me back to the beginning. Like, how did you first get into directing, and like, what was the magic moment that you knew that that was the path for you?
So I would say everything started with just me watching YouTube videos as a child, as a teenager. I was really into watching content on YouTube when I turned 13, and I just did that basically from then on until now, basically. And the videos that I were making weren't necessarily like skits; they were kind of like short films. They were all intended to be comedy skits, but they were like 5 minutes long, 3 minutes long. And then after a while, that would watch my videos, they were doing pretty good. They would say that the storyline is really good, the quality's good, like it's funny, the storyline's cool, but the production quality on them just wasn't there because I wasn't focused on production value. I just wanted content. So fast forward, I decided to make a short film that was 40 minutes long, and then I was like, let me try again. And I was like, the next time I do this, I'm gonna really hire a full crew, cast and crew, get all the best people. Like I went on different sets from for the past 3 years, and then I just gathered all the best pieces that would make help with my project. And then now I was like, cool. Now that I have my best project yet, a full feature film, I have the best crew I could have assembled, and now here we are.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Yeah, I saw that you've worked alongside productions that were tied to HBO, or
Yeah, yeah,
the Paramount, Warner Brothers,
yeah.
but you chose to guilty conscience independently.
I did.
What was the creative line that you refused to let anybody cross on that?
Well, at the end of the day, even though I'm a filmmaker, I'm still a YouTuber at the end of the day. Like my YouTube channel is more valuable than anything. Like than all the productions I work on. My YouTube channel is my channel, my platform, my content. I'm the executive. I do whatever I want. I have my chat. Even right now, I'm talking to some of my chat right now. Like it's just my space. So I just wanted to bring everything back home, like to my YouTube channel.
Brilliant, brilliant. I think that's going to be the way to go. So before we go into the questions, I guess it makes sense for me to show the trailer. You want to set up the trailer while I pull it up?
Sure. Do you want me to play it from mine and then you're gonna like do a screen share, or do you want me to just I can send it to you. It's whichever.
I have it loaded up on YouTube already.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you can set it up while I get it up, guys. I'm going to get up the trailer for Guilty Conscience, and he's going to explain what we're about to see here. Share screen. Okay, share screen, and that's this one. Uh, that's the correct one, right?
Let me see.
Mhm. Then you
Yeah. How many scroll down a little bit?
It's 2 minutes 18 seconds.
Yep, that's the one, yeah. Mhm.
Okay, perfect. So before I go, tell me before I press play and come back.
Okay.
Tell us what it is.
So basically, this is my trailer for my feature film. It's a story that I've been working on for the past 3 years. It started as a four-part web series on YouTube, then it grew to a 40-minute short film, and now it's a full feature-length film. We have 50 minutes already edited. I watched the first 50 minutes yesterday and loved it. And we have about another hour that's in it. So it's basically potentially going to be an hour and 40 minutes long, depending on how much we keep in, keep out. But it's all about psychology, basically, a serial killer and his psyche.
Okay, so here we go. So let's see. We got 2 minutes and 18. I'm going to do this. I'll put alarm so I know when it's coming back. Okay, here we go, guys. Ready? The man known only as Hitman has struck again, marking 8 victims since the killing spree began in summer of 2023.
It's not on the screen.
Oh,
There it goes.
what is the boy, what's there, bro? You can't see it? Okay.
Oh, we can see it now. Yeah, yeah.
Scope and look commission.
Now, investigators say they're still looking to determine any connection between this latest killing and the previous victims.
There's nothing here. There's nothing I can use to work with. 2 years, all these families have been sitting on watching nothing. Nothing is here.
Authorities have declined further comment at this time. Paranoid.
Only relative.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Unfortunately, I'm here in regards to a case with Alfonso. Alfonso. Pleasure. FBI agent Ali. I'm here to speak with you in regards to your notice of self-defense.
Wait, look at where is he clear? Just
There's subject in custody. Alfonso, behave. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. Shut up.
Yeah, that's the story.
That's powerful. Okay, we're back. Wait
Uh,
a minute. Where we at?
Question with
Where are we?
with the link that I used. Can I share that link so other people can join, or is there another link?
The link, so which link? There's one for you people to watch on YouTube, and there's one for you in the studio.
Okay.
So if you share the one you have, they'll be in the studio with us.
All right. Yeah, bet. So for the
Yeah, so it's okay. Go ahead. While you do that, I'll get to where I was at. And who's asking a question? Let's see. Somebody wants a question. Hey, how are you? Oh, you liked it? Thanks. Good, Norma. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah, we'll work it out. We'll work it out.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let me see. Where was we at in questions? I asked you about. Did you get the link for them?
Yeah. I'm about to send it right now. Yep.
Okay, good. I'll wait for that. Okay, so where was we at? Okay, so here we go. I know where I'm at. Tell me when you're ready. So, guys, I'm here with Darius Timar. He's the director of Guilty Conscience. I can never say that word correctly. Guilty Conscience.
Yeah.
I had someone else trying to say. They said I can't say it either. I said it's one of those trick words. It's funny. The killer in Guilty Conscience.
Mhm.
Now, he's described as a phantom, like with no identity.
Right.
So how do you direct around fear? How do you direct fear around something that technically doesn't even exist on the screen?
So basically, what we did is it's about how he commits the murders, and without giving too much away, it's not so much of like when you see Freddy or Jason, you think, oh, it's a big scary serial killer, and you're watching them, you know. But took a different approach with this one. So you know that there's people being attacked and hurt,
Mhm.
but we're not just gonna just straight up show people getting murdered at the same time. So it's like
Right.
it happens in a way that's like, oh, that's different and that's cool, but you still get it. But
Right.
we're not gonna. It's no identity basically.
Yeah. Keep the suspense going.
Right.
Alfonso, the character, Alfonso D. Hayes, he's fighting for his reputation
Mhm.
and his sanity
Right.
and the woman he loves, like all at once.
Yep.
When were you building those pressure points? Like, which one scared you the most to explore?
Um, I would say the one that was the most difficult, honestly, was the romance part because how I originally framed it, the story wasn't like I basically had to rewrite the script a couple times, like a couple times. Like the story was changed like probably 10 times. So his story basically I had to just keep building on his character. At first he was more of like too one-dimensional. It was like it was just flat kind of. But my girlfriend also was watching me create the story and she was critiquing me the whole time. And you know, me, I'm only 26 years old and I'm a guy. So I don't think of like how a woman might think. So I'm sitting here like, oh yeah, we need cool action, we need this, we need that. Like I'm just thinking guy stuff. And then she's sitting there like, I mean, yeah, but it would be cool if you had a romance, like romantic stuff. And I'm like, I don't want romance in my story. But then I thought about it and I was like, wait, hold on, you might be onto something because I know romance is a huge genre. And even just
Yes.
listening to her talk, she's like, I'm like, yeah, I might have a huge
Yeah.
guy audience watch this, but I'm like, if I want to be for inclusive for everybody, I'm like, yeah, I need something that will attract more female audiences to watch as well. So I allowed her to
Exactly.
like give me good advice, critiques, and then I built it up. So now it's like there's a romantic whole like that's a huge plot point in the story now. It's like the romance. So I'm like, okay, cool. So yeah,
No, I like it, and I do see, that does make a big difference, especially when you have something so serious.
right. Like,
Gotta break it up a bit somewhere.
yep.
Again.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Wow. So you combined, cinematic storytelling
hmm
with content that connects across platforms,
Yes.
but, psychological thrillers, they live or die on a big screen
mhm.
moment. How do you honor that while you're thinking, about a multi-platform?
So this is a different basically I had to go into this whole project with a different approach from how I typically would. So I kind of put more big screen like since it's a feature film, I didn't think of it as much as how I normally would go into making content of like, oh, it's internet content, fast paced, da da da. Like I actually had to sit there like this is a long story that has to be good throughout. Like no soft points, no slow parts, no filler. It has to just boom, 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 boom. All of this is content that you need to be engaged with because why would I want to make a movie where people are enjoying the first 5 minutes and then the whole 30 minutes of boringness and then the ending is cool or something? Like, no, it's like everything had to flow, be good,
Yes.
entertaining, captivative, and it all just has to make sense. So I basically just tried my hardest to focus more on like the film aspect of it. Basically, I had to go into my full filmmaker like intuition. So I took everything that I've learned from working on different sets and just
Mhm.
from what I've just learned from just years of making content. And it's like I
Mhm.
basically shifted perspectives. I wasn't in YouTuber mode. I was in filmmaker mode. I was in director mode. Yeah.
That's clear. Yeah, that's clear. The killer, he seems to leave a signature, a hunting signature of some site at every scene.
Yep.
Without giving too much away, what was the detail born from research into real cases,
Mm.
or purely was it from imagination?
So a lot of the story is imagination. This is a fictional film, but what I
Okay.
will say
Okay.
is I wanted something unique, something like a calling card because like when you think of again, he is still a killer. And when you think of killers, they always have a signature. Like when you think of Jason, you think of a machete, you think of the ski mask. When you think of Michael Myers, you hear the music, the white mask, and that jumpsuit. Freddy Krueger, the claws. So I'm like,
Yes.
everybody has a signature look. Since he's already an elusive phantom-like killer, he's not even on the screen. So what's gonna make him memorable? So I was like, we need something like a G.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
since like the film is called Guilty Conscience, this won't even make sense to you right now, but just know the G is something sentimental that makes sense. So it's like, and it can be interpreted in different ways. So I was, this
Right.
is a cool way to just insert that. And the blood just made it cool because it's like, a bloody G. He's killing them and then using their blood to write the G. Simple.
Right. Right. Wow. Well, you had 8 years
Mhm.
in the industry. That means you've watched streaming wars reshape, how stories get told. How has that changed what you're willing to put up on screen? Because there's a lot going on now with it's all changing.
Honestly, it's changing in my favor. So
Right.
since again, mind you, I got into filmmaking content creation because watching YouTuber content creators when I was a kid. Traditional film honestly has faded away. Going to the movie theater, making movies, making TV shows, that's not what's in anymore. Right now it's social media content, streaming, clips, short form content, YouTube videos. So honestly, I was like, that's perfect. That's what I thrive in. That's my environment that I've actually excel in and I prefer. So even making the past 3 years I've been making long films like a TV show and movies and stuff, and I'm like, it doesn't have enough reward for me because it's too long. Like in the past, I would drop a video and instant gratification just like that. I could drop 10 more videos, instant gratification. Now, Guilty Conscious, I've been working on it for basically this version of the movie for the past year, and it's still not out yet. So I'm like, it's killing me. I'm like, I just want to post it, but I'm like, if I post it now, it's not gonna be good. It's not finished.
Right.
So it's like
Right.
every day it's not out is like hurting me. But in the past,
Right.
I could just boom, 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 and then see the comments and then immediately just like, well, that was cool. That's not, that's cool. That's not. So
Right.
it's I'm
Well, yeah.
yeah, I'm happy with how everything's going. So, because even after Guilty Conscience, I have a strategy that's going to work in my favor with social media, with this film, and for all
Mhm.
my projects after this film. So I'm
Okay.
ready. Like I'm perfectly easy ready. Yeah,
It's like, I'm send me off.
please.
You heard about the new what's it called? Oh my God, just totally blanked out. The 1 minute movies. What
Yeah,
are they called?
the 1 minute reels,
Yeah, go
yeah,
what something.
vertical dramas, yeah, micro dramas.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I apologize. I get to have a senior moment.
I have one of those.
I'm sure you're
Like, yeah.
like it's a real thing.
Is
It's not fake.
it?
Who would thought? But but those, I think, yeah, I think long term that's going to be good for filmmakers because before you have to go through so many hoops and contests and festivals and blah blah blah, and you still can't get put on without knowing somebody or paying something or doing something somewhere. This way, it's really going to be who is the best at social media.
Right.
Period. I mean, of course, the content you make. I'm not saying you can just be like, I'm just gonna put anything out and throw it to the
Yeah,
wall.
yeah.
Good quality content. I mean, Issa Rae is really proof of that,
Mhm,
don't you think? I
mhm.
mean, when she did the YouTube show, I mean, that's just,
Insecure, yeah,
I mean, that was just clever.
it was.
Yeah, that was just clever. And I still wish that would come back,
Yeah,
without all the fancy stuff. I don't want all the fancy
yeah,
stuff,
just the
sometimes.
authentic raw. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So I think it's gonna be great. Viral digital content and feature films,
yep,
they feel like completely different creative universe.
they are completely different.
Yeah, they are. They absolutely are. What muscle do you use for both that most people don't know that you've already built?
What muscle? Like in
Yeah. What do you use?
okay. First, shout out Dolly. I see you spamming in the chat. But bas- basically the main thing that I think of is you have to think about distribution before you think about actually making the content. That's the first thing.
Mm,
And a lot of people think about, oh, I have this good idea. I want to do this. I want to do that. Whether and like throughout the pre-production or the production phase, or even the editing post-production, they haven't thought about the business side of their content a single time. And that's where creative
mm,
people fail at. Most creatives are not business minded. Most of them don't even understand the first thing about, oh, I made this and I can sell to make money. They're too busy thinking about, well, it's art and I just want to express myself. I'm like, you
exactly.
can express yourself and
Yes.
get paid though. So what are we doing?
Yeah. Well,
So,
who said that in a funny way? Before she passed away, Angie had said that Stone had said something about that because people were like, wait a minute, they owe you millions of dollars and you didn't know about your money. She's like, I was just trying to make music. I was just out here beasting on the
right.
music scene and doing the thing. I wasn't thinking about the check because I knew that would follow.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Like,
girl, you gotta follow the checks.
yeah, it's like you can, and I'm like, there's nothing wrong with being creative and stuff. Just do both. And even if you personally don't want to do it, you need to get somebody very trustworthy and reliable on your team who can handle it. Like, 'cause
Mhm.
I'm all for partnerships. Some people, if your whole thing is just you're an actor, you're an artist, da 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 da, and yours is, oh, you're a cameraman and you're a producer and director. It's like all of y'all can have your lanes, but you need to bring a businessman on your team. Like, don't have the
Yeah,
whole team and then leave out marketing, sales, distribution. Like, that's crazy to me. It's like
yeah. No,
they're just as important. So it's like, but that's the main thing is like, again, I just had to think about how this is going to get distributed. And since
mhm.
I'm going outside of just YouTube for this time, I'm going to Tubi, Apple TV, whatever other platform I can get on. I'm reaching out to actual distributors this time. Like I have a large network of people that I can basically pitch my films to so I can get the best skill possible. So and honestly, I don't even mind giving you like I'm gonna give I can give y'all I'll straight up just give you the sauce right now. I don't even care. So what I'm planning to do, this is the distribution strategy. Yeah, right. For all filmmakers, this is the distribution strategy. I'm making a large feature film. And at first I'm gonna basically connect with all the distributors that I know. I'm from each of them, I'll hear out their deals, da, 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 da. I'm gonna pick the best deal. The deal that I like the most, we will get it on that platform. So it might be Tubi, Apple TV, and like maybe 4 or 5 other platforms. From that deal, I'm gonna wait. Well, I'm not from that. I'm gonna clip up my entire movie into like 1 minute clips and all this, whatever, flood it throughout the whole internet to make it go viral. I'm gonna forcefully make it go viral. Then from there, I'm gonna wait like about a year, and then I'm gonna up. Actually, even while that's happening, I'll post specific scenes on YouTube, like 8 minute scenes of like Alfonso does this or Hitman does this, da da da. 8 minute scenes because that's how you need 8 minutes to get ads on your YouTube videos. Do that,
Oh,
and then about wait another year, and then I'll post the full food movie somewhere else or something like on YouTube, something like that. And we're gonna have yeah. So basically, I'm gonna optimize every single platform I can get it on, basically. And that's the plan
so y'all got a masterclass 101 for free. There you
for
go.
free. That's the sauce. Hire.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You need someone to do it. There you go. This is your guy. So the title, I thought you mentioned this before though. But the title, "Guilty Conscience," that implies the burden of knowledge.
Mhm.
Someone knows something they wish they didn't. Is Alfonso running from the killer or from himself?
See, I can't tell you that. You try and get the sauce. You trying to get the sauce.
Can't tell that one. That's too much.
but
Remember TMI.
what,
They say TMI.
yeah, what I will say is the title was created. So again, remember, this movie that's happening now is honestly a retcon of my original short film that I made in 2023. And in that story, that story also had the title Guilty Conscience. The reason I gave that film the title Guilty Conscience was because Hitman is a serial killer, and he literally had I was playing his conscience, like I was his physical conscience. Like so every time Hitman was about to attack somebody, it would be a cutaway of me just in his ear whispering like do it, do it, do it, be ignorant, da 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 da. But I also had to play the character named Truth. So the conscience was the ignorant side, convincing him to kill people, and Truth
Mhm.
was the good angel, basically being like, "Look at yourself, reflect on yourself. What are you doing?" Like da da da. So the whole
Right.
film was basically a serial killer fighting with the good and bad angels whispering in his ear. That's why I named that one Guilty Conscience. But
Okay.
with that being said, this entire film now is a whole nother story. I retconned it.
Oh,
So
okay.
I found a new way to play into that title, basically.
Okay,
So,
so we got something new to look forward here. Okay. As both the executive director, I mean, excuse me, executive producer and creative director on the same project, there has to be a moment where those two roles go to war. What did the conflict look like on this film? That
honest,
was the two.
honestly, it really didn't. The reason why it didn't is because you know how I was just saying artists need to separate art from business?
Mhm.
I honestly have always seen myself as business first, art second. So I've never struggled with that artist passion of, oh, this needs to be perfect, beautiful, da 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 da. This needs to be this way. That's not even an issue that crosses my mind because I'm thinking about the business first. So
Wow.
I thought about the only thing I'm thinking about is how is this going to work? How is this going to profit? How is this going to make sense for the audience? Like I'm thinking about those variables. And
Okay.
at the same time, yeah, the biggest conflict I would say is trying to keep because originally this was supposed to be part two to the short film, the original Conscience. That was the biggest time where I guess it could have conflicted. But again, business over over art. I'm sitting here like, yeah, it would have been cool, but oh well, screw it. That one, delete that one, and now we're just starting over. That's how I solved the problem. I was just like, it's got retcon, simple. So yeah,
Okay. Wow. Um, so psychological Such psychological thrillers, they often hinge on one scene
Mm.
that permanently shifts how the audience sees everything before, before it gets there, whatever. Is there a scene in Guilty Conscience that you built the entire film around?
Um, I won't say I built the entire. Well, actually, yes. Actually, yeah, 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 yeah. There is. Cannot just.
You
Yeah,
can't really say. Yeah, you can't give out too much.
yeah.
Alright, that's cool. So you work with narrative film, digital content, multi-platform campaigns. Which of those lanes taught you the most about what audience actually want, not what they say they want?
YouTube. YouTube.
Yeah.
It was my biggest teacher, which is again why YouTube is more important to me than everything else because my journey started on YouTube. My passion first started on YouTube. Like everything about who I am is because of YouTube.
Mm,
I have a live audience telling me in real time what they want to see, what they don't want to see. The videos I make is literally half the times I'll literally just make something and then my audience will just be like, "That's cool. Can you do this now?" And then I'm like, "All right." Then I do it. Then they're like, "That's cool too. Can you do this now?" And I'm like, "All right." And then I do it. So it's like they're literally
that's
guiding me to where to navigate in real time. So I don't even have to guess. A lot of people are sitting here wondering, "Oh, what is this person like? What is this audience like?" My audience tells me what they like, so I don't even have to sit
right.
there and guess anything. I know because it's like having a conversation with them. So
Right. That would be fun trivia one day.
mm,
Have the audience make a movie for you. They tell you what they want to see.
yeah,
You pick which one
yeah,
is the best idea.
that,
I mean, if you're I'm not that good. I like to write
mhm,
screenplays,
mhm,
but I like to write what I think about,
mhm.
not what the audience tells me. If
Yeah,
they happen to like it, wow, I'm winning. But if not, I don't care.
right.
It's like I'm opposite. But I see your business is serious, so I
Yeah.
get it. I totally get it.
Mhm.
um, what else did I see in the trailer and the film? Oh, I know what it was. The woman that Alfonso loves. She's listed as like a direct threat in this story, right? So how do you write a love interest who isn't a plot device but a genuine psychological stake in this?
Well, she's a good writer. Let me think. I would say she definitely is not just a plot device. She is valued in the plot of the story. And
Right.
I would say the way I did it was just by again, my girlfriend had a lot like that her whole character, the character Ruby is heavily
Mhm.
influenced by my girlfriend. That the actress playing that actually is my girlfriend in real life too. So it's like it was like the chemistry just worked. Like we sit there up for hours just talking. Oh, we should do this. Oh, we should do that. Some of the stuff we even take from real life arguments or whatever. Like we were just sitting there just like, let's make this character as authentic as possible. And then one of the biggest things is have you ever heard of a novella?
Yes.
Yeah, so she's
Yeah.
Latina. I've never heard of novellas. She told me about this old novella about this character named Ruby, and she's this basically like this crazy, toxic, like sexy woman who manipulates men and does all this. And I'm like, well, that's cool. I was, how can we kind of like not necessarily take the character, but like, how can we like that was basically the best influence I could think of for her character. And I was
Right.
like, cool, let's just take some bits that I like and add it here. And now this character and her this character's name is Ruby as well. So we're like, now that
Yeah.
this version of Ruby is exactly how we want it to fit into this story, it all works out now. It plays into it.
Yeah. Oh, she seems like she's a little bit on his conscience too. So yeah. um, what's a decision you made in post production that you completely changed the tone of the scene that audience will never know that even happened?
There's a lot actually, because the thing is, yeah, because honestly, I'm really that's one of the things that I pride myself on is my editing. Like
Mhm.
in terms of all the things of production, editing is one of my strongest abilities, even more than cinematography, like camera work. So if it's ever a shot that I don't like or an issue I don't like,
Mhm.
anything that I didn't like when I watched it, I'm just like, let's just go to editing. I'll sit around and play with it, and then I just erase it. Like, ooh, one thing I could actually tell you about is, remember I told you we changed the script 10 times? So
Yes.
in one of the original versions of the script, I shot a really cool dialogue scene of the
Mm.
investigator, Special Agent Ali, and he was basically reading some case files, or like he was having a phone call. Then basically I had to change that plot point because one of the actors got into a car accident and then we couldn't film anymore with them. Yeah, so that happened. And I was like, what are we gonna do? I filmed another scene, fast forward a few weeks, and I was just sitting there editing my footage, and I was like, I don't want to throw away this shot because the way I shot it, the dialogue, everything about it was like really nice. So I'm sitting there like,
Mhm.
what? But it also looks kind of contradicting to the new stuff we just filmed. And I was like, they also both were supposed to be like the first one of the first scenes. So I'm sitting there like just looking at it, like, what can I do? What can I do? And then it just hit me. I was like, instead of me fully showcasing one of the victims dying, I'm going to add the victim dying in his phone call. Then I'm going to actor that we had to like replace. I'm going to switch it and act like he's talking about this victim. So now the conversation became about a whole nother person. I added that person's death into the conversation, and now it's like he's actively talking about this person who was murdered while their current a whole new person is getting murdered on screen at the same time, and it all just played in together and became really dramatic. And then I was like, this has to be within the first 5 minutes of the film because it's going to set up the tone for the film. So
Right.
basically, by mixing a throwaway, like a throwaway scene with another scene and just switching everything together, I was able to combine all that into one of the opening shots, just like that. Yeah,
That's amazing. Wow. I hope the actor got well or
yeah,
is
no,
getting well.
yeah, no, they're good now. They're good now.
Good. Speaking of which, casting, how do you cast for roles? Do you have an agent or do you do it? And I see it as a great platform, when I see young directors, a great platform for actors and actresses to get in on something totally new,
Mhm.
you know?
I would say I handle all the casting myself, honestly. I handle everything on the executive level. I do it all. So with casting, it works in multiple layers. One, again, since I've been doing content for a long time, a lot of people have just reached out over the years wanting to work with me. Um,
Right.
so that's how one works. I did a Tubi show last year or 2 years ago. So some of the actors from that show, they're just like, hey, can we work on again? We love working together. Let's do it again. So I was like, cool. I reached out to them. They're on here. And
Okay.
then for the ones that I still needed extras for or whatever, I'll just put out a casting call on Instagram and just be like, hey, I'm doing this. Da, 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 da. My entire audience knows me as the filmmaker guy, the content creator guy. Whenever I put out casting calls, they do the work for me. They just send it to their friends. And then my like just they're literally just like, hey, I'm so and so. My friend said you make films. Do you need somebody? I'm like, yeah, actually, I need a news reporter on this date. Can you do it? They're like, of course. We set up.
Wear your uniform
Oh yeah,
and makeup.
yep. And they do it all themselves. We have an audition. I like them, and then they join the team just like that. Simple.
That's brilliant. I like that. What area are you in?
I'm in Maryland.
Maryland.
Yeah,
Okay, MD, baby.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
so, that's good though because I think it really, all these film directors I'm meeting and seeing, they're really going to be giving also actors who are just graduating from college,
Mhm.
some old actors who may need to come back. There's so many ways that this can be helpful to everybody.
Yeah,
People that do cinematography or
yep,
whatever you do, costume design. This is a platform for you to really network and
yep.
everybody wins.
And that's why I named my company the Two Live Network because it really is a network of everybody. I have young apprentices who didn't go to college, but they're looking for opportunities. I've had them work with me on as like just working with me, and then I even send them out on their own gigs, and now they're making their own connections, and it's kind of like that's how I got started. My college professor kind of just brought me on one time because he saw me making my YouTube videos and he liked what I was doing, and I was respectful about it. And then I joined his crew, traveled around the whole country, filming interviews for him and everything. And so I was like, damn, I kind of want to do that for new people. So whenever I see, like, I had an intern named Justin. Shout out Justin.
Mhm.
He basically impressed me, and I taught him what I needed to teach him. He showed me what he already knew. Sent him out on some gigs. I sent him and his sister basically filmed some content for American Airlines, and I was just like, damn, that was cool. And,
Client to have,
yeah, and
but
yep.
I mean, reach one, teach one, I think,
Hmm.
because the industry is really not as big as we think it is. And then the other side is there's people who can't get into the big side, that we call it the big side. But I say if you're doing what you love and you're doing it well, then there is no big side.
The biggest side for me is doing everything independently and for yourself. I don't
Exactly.
trust, because at the end of the day, a big company like HBO is still HBO. That's not Darius. I'm just a random HBO worker. I'm like, at the end of the day, if I get fired from HBO, then I'm fired from HBO, and now I'm back to nothing.
Right,
So,
right,
but if I'm
right.
Darius T. Moore with Two Lob Network, it doesn't matter where I go, I can still get clients. So and then I can just partner and be contractors for HBO. So instead of me being
Right.
HBO employee, I'm an HBO affiliate. So it's cool. It's
Right.
like I just do my own thing and I just go where I need to go.
Exactly. No, that's brilliant. So if a studio executive from one of the major networks that you worked with walked into a screening of this film,
Mhm.
what would surprise them the most about what you made?
I think they would be able to see how much was put into this. Again, most films, especially
Mhm.
feature films, one of the biggest things that prevent a lot of films from being created is there's no budget. There's not a money. You have to self-fund a lot of your films, and you have to find people. Like we're all adults. Finding an adult schedule that works with everybody. Imagine this is a 60-person cast and crew. It's
Ooh,
difficult to schedule everybody together. So
hired
yes,
family. I know.
yeah. So
So imagine the absence with 60 people and there's how many scenes times the outfits. I mean, it's a lot. It's a
mhm.
lot. People think it's just like, oh, we just put this together. No.
Oh, it was a lot.
Right.
Even with like I broke my foot while filming. Another actor broke her foot. Another actor got into a car accident and ruptured his femur. Like another actor, his father passed away and he started having issues. And yeah, like a lot happened while filming this project. So
Wow.
it was difficult. And I'm up here having my mental breakdowns every night. But if I give up on it, everybody's gonna give up on it. So even though I might be crashing out, I'm still filming it. I'm like, all right. I'm like when I broke my foot, we literally filmed for 6 hours that night. Cause I was like, we're not going home until we finish what we came here to do. And then after we got it, I was like, take me to the hospital.
Ask me the Percocet.
Yeah.
No.
I was just like, give me a Red Bull, let's roll.
My goodness, no. Wow. Well, that happens. I mean, think about how long it takes to make a film. Then you understand that a lot of things in life happen while you're making the film.
Mhm.
So you
Yeah.
lose people, people get injured. That's just part of life. It
Yeah.
just so happened to be while you're doing your set.
Yeah.
But that's brilliant. It becomes like a little family in a way,
Yeah.
you know.
So going back to the question of if the executive walked in, they would see everything and they would see the production quality because this isn't a bad quality film. I put my hard work, my hard earned money into this film. Like I made sure we had the best quality camera, the best quality microphones, best quality lights, the best talented people to operate everything. They're gonna see, damn, this 26-year-old did all this almost by himself. I won't say it was by myself because I did have a casting team and crew. But
Right.
like he, like you know what I'm saying, like operated all this, directed all this.
Right. Yeah,
So
I got you. I
that
got
I think that was impressive.
that's
Yeah,
mm, well, I'm impressed because that is young to be getting having your first feature already. That's brilliant. So well done following your gifts. So the phrase, what is it, psychological battle is in your synopsis,
yeah.
but psychology works differently on camera than it does on page.
Hmm.
What filmmaker taught you that difference and how does it show up in this film?
Could you repeat that again?
Yeah, like the phrase, what is it called, psychological battle.
Uh huh.
is in your synopsis, right?
Yeah.
But psychology, it works differently
Mhm.
on camera than it does on the paper.
Right.
So what filmmaker taught you the difference between the two, and how does it show in this film?
Mm, that's a good question.
Mm,
I'm
mm,
trying to think because I know I took inspiration from The Matrix. That's one. The Matrix. You know how they have the whole computer world is fabricated and they wake up and they're in real reality and they're slaves to the robots. That's one. That's one because that's my favorite movie. So I definitely was thinking a lot from The Matrix. And number two, I would say it's this. It was this anime called Full Metal Alchemist, and that's one. That one, yeah, it's this really cool anime about equivalent exchange. Like everything is equal to another value, something like that. And that one heavily influenced the first film. I kind of faded away in this second film, but since the second film was derived from the first film, it still kind of has that somewhat of
elements.
tie there. So I'd say The Matrix and Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Wow. So right now you're promoting guilty conscience. I can never say that word. What is up with that? But where are you taking us 5 years from now? What's the story only you can tell that hasn't been told yet?
Y'all was on mute this whole time? Wait, hold on. How long have y'all been on mute? Were y'all on mute earlier or just now? When did y'all start saying you can't hear? Hold on. I think so. Y'all could probably hear up to right there. Oh, that's recent. There you go. Y'all probably so that means y'all heard the podcast. Y'all just couldn't hear just now the past 5 minutes. Yeah, no, I just did a podcast. I wasn't reading anything y'all said until just now. And when I read the chat, it was just a bunch of racist shit. So glad I didn't read it during the podcast. Glad I missed out on that. You know, you know. But nah, yeah, nah, that was a good interview. Very happy about that. And yeah, clips will be up soon. Oh, that was an hour. Damn. We were streaming for a whole hour. All right, well, I feel satisfied. See y'all next. Well, I'll stick around until for 3 more minutes. I'll make a full hour before I hop off. Oh yeah, that's what's up. Cool, 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 cool. How's y'all day going? I'm mad I muted it for a little bit. I didn't even realize it was muted, but shit. Fuck, man. Fuck, man. Cool. We good. Well, I'm gonna start streaming on Kick. I want to see what that Kick bag looks like. I want to see what I can do on Kick. If I go to Kick, will y'all follow me? Will y'all go over there and tune in? Is that something I can expect from y'all? Or y'all just not gonna do it? What y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think? Yeah, oh yeah. Mhm. Mm. Yes. Ooh. What up? What up? What up? Hello from Russia. What's good? What's good, my Russians? How are you doing today? Y'all chilling? Y'all good? How is it over there? Glad I did not do that. Make polls and countdowns. Got effects. Whoa. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm looking at all the effects you can do on here now. Everything's great, but we slowly making progress with the rock band. Are you making a rock band? That's cool. What type of music do you guys make? You're a rock band. That's hard. That's hard. Not going cat. That's pretty tough. Mm. Ay, ay, ay. Well, that was a good day. Good day for content. Glad I got to stream and talk to y'all, do the podcast. That was fun. Pretty fun. All right. See. All right, cool. Who has the worst leader of Russia or the USA? The USA. Our leader is dog shit. If you even want to call him a damn leader, that nigga's just a businessman who's finessing the whole country. But I can't even blame him. All of our leaders have been bullshit, and our country hates us and uses us, and we're slaves. So that's that. But hey, that's the end of the love. Dude, talk